Hello everyone, I'm Nate and welcome to the channel. Today we are reviewing a new, well fairly new, roller from Zero Gravity Return Tops. This one here is called the Yari. Let's go ahead and get into the Yari. The last review I did of a roller from Zero Gravity Return Tops was a wooden one as well, which it also had stainless steel ends, but the shape is quite different on this one. So if you want to check out that review, in fact, I've reviewed a ton of rollers, knuckle rollers from Zero Gravity Return Tops. You can definitely check them out on the channel. Tons to choose from. They sell out pretty quick. There are quite a few of these still in stock, so definitely check them out. You'll see a link in the description where you can buy these directly from Zero Gravity Return Tops. I will also be reviewing a new yo-yo from them as well coming up, so stay tuned for that. So the Yari here, it's a slimmer profile, just like a lot of their rollers have been kind of lately. Their last one wasn't as slim as this one. So if I kind of grip it between my fingers here, they're almost touching here. So very, very kind of thin middle section here, and a lot of weight there on the ends as well. And I asked him, because I was curious, because it did seem like there was quite a bit of weight, how large the actual stainless steel insets are. And they are about 10 millimeters, he said, pressed in. So there's a fair amount of metal there at the end, which then of course adds more weight and distribution. So, you know, when you're rolling over and things like that, it's going to have a really nice balanced feel to it, right? You know, it's certainly going to be able to balance easily in the middle there, but it's also going to have a nice weight, a weight-ended kind of feel. So for most wood rollers, you don't really get that, unless you have something that's a little bit of a hybrid like this one with the stainless steel added to the ends, of course adding a lot more weight. The construction of this one, by the way, since we're talking about that a little bit, the wood on this one is beech wood. There are a couple different options. Some of them are sold out. And then as far as the ends, the actual stainless steel ends, you can get them anodized in a couple different colorways as well, which you'll see right over here. But definitely check out their website for all the details there. So you can kind of customize it how you want, which is really cool. Now, I've not had this for super long. I would guess that the wood will kind of patina a little bit over time. It might not as much as, like I have a lot of wooden yo-yos, particularly in white oak. I really like white oak. It's a really dense wood as well. And it patinas really well. And it's a heavier wood usually. This is a lighter wood. I have some kendamas, for instance, in beech. That's a pretty popular wood for that. You can see a much lighter. But sometimes, yeah, it patinas just a little bit. Maybe not as much with the oils on your hands as some other woods, but it's going to darken slightly over time. This would also maybe be a candidate for possibly like adding a stain to, if you're into that kind of thing as well. As far as construction as well, we do have kind of the typical logo that you see on most of theirs, you know, just a little bit simple branding here. It's actually kind of, I think it's laser engraved. It almost looks like it's burnt in, but it does have a texture in there. So, which would have been kind of cool to see like a burning on some of their wooden ones. I don't know if that's a possibility for their manufacturer, but that would be kind of neat to see some wood burning ones. I think that in general would be actually really neat to kind of do some designs for. Maybe that's just kind of food for thought. Anybody who's making wooden rollers, there might be some cool potential for like wood burning. I think that'd be really neat. A really nice design. I really like it. It kind of feels really similar to a lot of their slimmer designs. Very nice bulbous shape there. As far as the ends are concerned, and I like the weight there, but you also have a little bit of a dimple there, so you can kind of grab it, you know, kind of pinch it like this way. It's also going to be flat enough that it would sit on a actual flat surface. Here we go. There you go. That works. Okay. So yeah, it'll lay flat as well. The softness of the wood, it has a nice texture to it, but also kind of a warmth to it that metal ones don't have, especially in maybe the winter coming up, things like that. Which, man, it's hot today, so I can't even think of winter. But yeah, but it definitely has a nice warmth to it, but a nice kind of combination of that. Maybe not as durable, obviously, as some metal ones, especially like a titanium roller. But I think this would be a really good candidate for an EDC kind of carry as well. I think if you like wooden skill toys, you know, yo-yos, things like that, kendama, whatever, right? And you know, like that warmth that wood tends to typically have in the hand, I think you're gonna really like the Yari. Definitely check them out. Again, I'll have a link in the description with all other information as well as the specs and all that you need to know. All right, that's gonna do it for now. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Later.